Good morning to all those in attendance here at ISMODE 2021. My name is Vincentius Gabriel Tandra from Bina University, and I'm presenting my group's research today titled Skyrim Game Mods Endorsement Prediction with Machine Learning. So today I'll be presenting these topics beginning from the introduction, research objectives, dataset insights, dataset cleaning, model architecture, evaluation method, results and discussion, and conclusion and recommendations. So to begin, I'd like to introduce the subject of research. But before that, I would like to explain a word that will pop up frequently, and that is the word mod. So the word mod comes from the word modification, and these mods change the experience of playing a video game in many aspects. These mods are created by the players themselves and are then published to a website where they can be downloaded by other players and used within the game. These mods are optional, but have become very important for many within the gaming community. For our research today, we analyzed the features of a mod on the major PC game title, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. So, for our research, we asked ourselves the question, what is it that makes a mod popular to other people? And after analyzing our dataset, we determined that the inclusion of adult content within these mods was a significant factor in the popularity of a mod. So our final research objective was to prove whether this adult content actually affected a mod's popularity. Moving on, we have the dataset and its attributes, which we obtain all from Nexus Mods, a website where the mods can be downloaded from. On Nexus Mods, the popularity of a mod is determined by the amount of endorsements it has, also known as an endorsement count. In our next step, we had to clean our dataset and prepare it for the next step. First, we removed all of the NaN values within the dataset, all mods under 6 months old, mods that were not published, and mods that did not allow ratings. We also added an attribute known as high to the dataset, which would be used as the label for binary classification. The high attribute has a value of 0 or 1, with 0 meaning the mod has less than 100 endorsements, and 1 meaning it has more than 100 endorsements. This amount was determined after finding the median of the endorsement counts in every mod. Finally, some statistical outliers, such as mods with over 1,000 endorsements, and categories of mods with less than 300 mods were also removed. This left us with just 9,000 rows of data to work with. So next, we're going to be talking about the model architecture that we used. The architecture that we used was an ensemble architecture made up of 3 separate RNNs and 2 XGBoost models. Within each of the 3 RNNs, the text-based attributes consisting of the name, summary, and description of the mods were processed. Next, we have the first XGBoost models, known as X1, which was tasked with processing every other remaining attribute within the dataset, such as the category ID, author, uploaded by, and contains adult content. After that, the output from the first XGBoost model and the output of all 3 RNNs were used as the input for the next XGBoost model, known as X2. Here we have a more detailed analysis of our RNN architecture made up of a BERT preprocess layer, a BERT encoder layer, a dropout layer, and 2 dense layers. And as you can see in the diagram here for our ensemble architecture, the output from each of these models goes into the final model, making up our ensemble architecture. So to evaluate our results, we would first begin by splitting the data into training and testing data, an 80-20 split, and the results were then compiled into a classification report, confusion matrix, ROC curve, and variable importance. So to discuss our results, first we start from our confusion matrix. This one comes from the X2 model. So as you can see here, the model was very good at predicting based on the label that we determined. It shows high precision, high recall, high F1 score, and the support shows that our dataset is balanced. And we managed to achieve a final accuracy of 93%. The confusion matrix on the right represents this accuracy, and below that we have an accuracy of each of the models, starting from the XGBoost model with 80%. Each of the RNNs have 60%, but the final ensemble model has a 92%. For further results, we also determined the variable importance of every feature. We compared the importance of each feature within each of these models, but after comparing them overall, we can see that the contains adult content field is far and away the most important feature with 0.54. So, in conclusion, we believe that we have found evidence that the inclusion of adult content within mods is indeed significant in determining the popularity of these mods. We believe that our results are relevant in the field as it determines a significant factor that could improve the quality of mods and games for future developers. In the future, we believe there is still more research to be done, as there may be other factors that could affect the mod's popularity, such as image and video previews. We hope that our research becomes valuable insight to all future mod and game developers. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for Mr. Vincentius. We like if anyone to question. Anyone to question? Any question for participant? Okay. If we like to invite the